Let's make your car even smarter. The folks at 70mai are back again, sponsoring this video to take a look at their next level dash cam. Upgrade your car. I installed the new A810 in my car and I've been driving with it for a little bit. Time to share some thoughts. This is an upgrade from the A800S that we covered in my last video, and the overall build is really similar. Just a quick recap, this is a little dash unit, a wedge with an adjustable camera housing. There's a little plate that sticks to your windshield. You don't stick the camera directly to your windshield, which makes it easier to attach and remove the camera when you need access to it. The A810 is powered through a USB cable, and that can be either connected to your car's accessory port, or you can use their optional fuse kit, which wires directly into your car's fuse box. Now, this is also a dual recording camera. So you can either set up an internal camera to record your passengers, or you can point a separate camera out to monitor traffic behind you. Getting into the good stuff here, 4K resolution from the front and 1080p off the rear camera. Clips are recorded to a micro SD card, and there's a simple 4-button arrangement to control the camera while you're driving. You want to keep this really simple because you're probably also trying to operate a motor vehicle. Internal sensors will detect if there's some kind of sharp change in your momentum and will automatically start recording an emergency clip. Now, talking upgrades from the A800S to the A810, I'm really happy to see that 70mai has moved to a USB-C connector for power. This is encouraging. There are so many legacy devices out there that are still using micro USB, but it really is time to move forward and adopt the current cable standard. That being said, I am a little disappointed that this breaks some of the aesthetic of the older 70mai camera, where the power and second video cable were right-angled and neatly stacked together. The A810 cable sticks straight out. That's a minor gripe, but it was something that I praised on the A800S, just how tidy that cable looked when everything was installed. Otherwise, installation is nearly identical, where you tuck cables around the seams inside your car, around the trim, and the camera includes cables and accessories to get you started. The package that 70mai sent over was the dual camera with the optional hardware fuse kit. Everything included and ready to go. I've done a few of these installations now, but even if you're really trying to take your time, total installation should not be more than an hour to get up and running and also get the cameras pointed in the right direction. Now, I had to pull the cabling from the A800S because we are moving from micro USB to USB-C, but other than that, everything else was really familiar, even down to the housings themselves. If I kind of move these around here and hold them up, the A810 looks almost identical to the A800S. But looks can be deceiving. All the upgrades are inside, or specifically, the main upgrade is this new camera sensor. 70mai is using a larger camera sensor on the A810. So while the resolution is the same, they're both 4K cameras, the pixels are bigger, and the A810 can soak up light better. This should improve image quality, it should improve dynamic range, and it should improve clarity. A pretty big draw for a dash cam. The extra resolution can help with identifying vehicles and traffic incidents, and now we get improved clarity for those fine details like the numbers and letters on license plates. To put this another way, the image sensor in this dash cam is larger than the main camera on my $1,800 Pixel Fold. That was a pretty big jump when phone cameras started using larger sensors. It's interesting to see dash cams following suit. The extra surface area on the sensor helps. The A810 boasts improvements to HDR processing while including the company's advanced low light processing. But 70mai says this model reduces overall power consumption by roughly 30% compared to its predecessor. And the other internals also get a bit of a nudge with improved image processing. This is badged My Color Vivid Plus, and it helps balance out exposure, improves color accuracy, and alongside the Night Owl Vision tech, we get IQ tuning that enhances clarity around license plates. Like on all our phones, these little AI processing elements help camera output, especially when this is a full auto camera that really shouldn't be interacted with while the user is also driving a car. The improvements aren't just on the main camera unit though. The A810 is paired up with a new rear camera, the RC12, which also improves video quality and records HDR footage. Lastly, the Guardian mode gets an upgrade too. Now it can track movement around the car, and that's also paired with the G sensor in the unit. Now the camera can record movement before the G sensor detects force or impacts while your car is parked. It's just a little additional peace of mind using the camera as a security camera. So all the good techie bits remain, like the advanced driver assistance options.
Vehicle ahead motion detected.
The camera can detect movement in front of you, can warn you when you're getting too close to another car, and it offers simple lane guidance. It lets you know when you're drifting out of a lane. And then with the app on your phone, you can track trips with the built-in GPS and view clips or back them up to your phone. I still have to point out that especially as we're talking about larger files, 4K video clips, transferring those things over Wi-Fi is something that you do in the moment if you have no other options. If you really want to get to the data, it's just faster and easier to pull the memory card and read directly from the storage. This is such a solid little mini brain for your car, especially for how frustrating it's been to see how automobile manufacturers still don't really make gadgets like this accessible. Very few options out there to build something like this directly into the car when you buy a new car. It's really silly that car makers just shrug this off. Oh well, guess you're on your own if something happens to your car. There's no possible way we could add cameras to your car to help you out. I feel it's always worth reiterating investing in something like this to go and check your local area for a break on your car insurance. There really isn't anything here in California, which is shockingly disappointing considering our state's reliance on automobiles, but any device that helps make a car safer, delivers better information for traffic incidents, and can deliver some basic theft deterrence should contribute to lower insurance premiums. Of course, your mileage will vary. From my last video to this road test, the cool thing is there's a spectrum of solid options at different price tiers. I covered the Dashcam Pro Plus at a very reasonable price, and that offers better than HD quality video. If you want more resolution, there's the A810, which steps you up to 4K video, and this is still a killer deal, IMO. With the full dual camera hardware kit, it sells for less than the price of my very first 1080p dashcam from several years back. And now there's a new top offering using the larger image sensor and with a few new fun AI tricks. Small, medium, large, it's nice to have some options. Another big thank you to 70mai for sponsoring this chat and these conversations. I think this stuff is always helpful, and I will, of course, leave some links in the description for more information on their whole lineup of car cameras. I got some really good feedback on my last video. I am planning a wiring video to show in better detail how to use the fuse kit, so stay tuned. There's more to say on all these fun little gadgets. And if you have any tips or tricks on getting started with a good car dash cam, drop some of them comments down below. It's the kind of practical tech that makes you feel like you're doing a better job of adulting and keeping your family safer. As always, thanks so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing. All the support has been amazing. If you're catching my home site, SomeGadgetGuy.com, or if you're joining the list of names scrolling by on your screen from my Patreon, patreon.com/SomeGadgetGuy. This list is basically the coolest collection of tech pals in the universe, so I hope you'll check them out. Now, you know where you can find me around the rest of the internet, at SomeGadgetGuy, basically across all of social media, though I'm spending a lot of my time these days on the mastodons, and I will catch you all on the next video.